Alright, gamers, put down that Switch, grab your Soylent, and ask your wife's boyfriend's permission to use the computer, because we're going to reddit.com/r/Concord game. Proof Mind 890 posts and it's gone. Hopefully it comes back as free to play. Comments sorted by best. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're gonna do that instead. Mile High writes, sad day for actual gamers. We had something without MTX and gave you a classic online multiplayer vibe when playing and ranking up. Good luck to Firewalk employees. Hope you all can revive it with another vision or be reassigned to other great studios under PS. Take care, free gunners. Lex replies, actual gamers. Sorry, but actual gamers thought this looked like so it got treated as such. Mile High replies, again, quote unquote, thoughts aren't playing. I play games, not lurk in threads crying about them. Nobody tell him. Ah, sure, Butterscotch beat me to it. Yet you are lurking here. The irony. Perfectionist replies, well, you are definitely no longer playing this one. Mile High writes, I'm playing Alan Wake 2. You're still replying in a thread about a game you cried about. Perfectionist. Oh, buddy, I didn't cry. I laughed a lot. This whole situation was incredibly entertaining. Wise Wookiee posts, I hope it comes back too with a pleading face. Greedy Pin replies, it won't. Somebody else replies, it won't. This is the Concord forum. He's hoping the game comes back and he got downvoted. Tattooed and Sad writes, if they pulled it within 3 weeks, it will never get a re-release. Sebastian replies, they pulled it so that they can re-release in the future and make it more appealing to people. They will probably make it F2P and add battle passes, microtransactions, etc. to make you guys happy. Because you don't want to pay $40 for a game, but you don't mind paying $80 for a skin. I just hope they address wokeness and visual designs of characters as well. Gameplay wise, they were all balanced and great. Game was fun as Gender Neutral Sky writes, I hope we see it again one day. I was having so much fun. Dangerous Top replies, username and avatar checks out. Glad it's gone. Get Gender Neutral Sky writes, probably will. Can't say the same for you, incel. Brondo Lover writes, yeah, bring it back so we can belly flop again. Gender Neutral Sky, must be a sad life to feel the need to try and be a dick to people who enjoyed a game. Brond Lover replies, I'm a girl. Why did you assume my gender, you bigot? Oh boy, here we go. Gender Neutral Sky, did you just assume women can't have or be dicks? An istophobe. Dangerous Top, yeah, they can't. Basic biology. Gender Neutral Sky, advanced biology enters the chat. Oh god, I don't know if I should keep going. This is juicy. Chester Rumble replies, name checks out. Short Pick replies to that and says, what's that got to do with anything? IR Fancy says, no way, you can't figure it out. Mepolep 7, bigotry apparently is the joke. Morons on this thread. Responsible Photo replies, is bigotry the only word you guys know? Mapolep 7, how about ignorance, istophobia, or hate? Take your pick. Oh my god, this is a mistake. I feel my testosterone just plummeting as I read through this. I gotta like hit the weight room after this. Jesus Christ. A bunch of eyes who was downvoted writes, go woke, go broke. T-Benter F, who was upvoted in the Concord game Reddit, says good riddance. Starscream, who was downvoted in his own Reddit, writes, was fun while it lasted, free gunners. Farewell for now. Super Fisherman writes, yes, die, ha ha ha, let all those woke games close down. Next Dustborn, we need studios shut as well. For wokey games. Yeah, he was upvoted. A subreddit for a specific game, if you cheer for the game to no longer exist, you get upvoted. I've never seen anything like it. But does that mean that Reddit is heckin' base now? Long Jumping writes, took 8 years to develop, barely lasted 8 days until they pulled the plug. Wow, very talented developers, laughing emojis. Bunch of morons need to get a real job, hand them a couple application to Subway, sandwich emoji. Oh boy, I see a lot of minus signs, this will be good. PETA writes, the game was so shit. Repeat Economy says, wrong, and he got downvoted. Vacker Wolf says, and yet it's shutting down after 2 to 3 weeks? Yeah, the game was horrible. Not like the others, says, the game was not horrible, it just didn't sell. Downvoted also. Vacker Wolf defends his position. It didn't sell well because it was a bad game. Evolved replies, it was objectively a polished game. It released in a crowded market at a price with horrible character designs people hated since day one. You're just a perpetually angry, anti-woke tourists who spend all his time on Twitter. Mods Overlord. I love people who trash the game are, quote, anti-woke, whatever the that means. Company made a shit game, and if it was the woke stuff that got it canceled, then maybe developers should take notice. Evolved has something to say. Limfow, you literally just revealed yourself as the guy I'm describing. Like, imagine trying to argue that people who trash the game aren't anti-woke chuds and then immediately following it up with saying if it were woke, it deserved it and the devs need to stop it. This is gonna be a pain to edit. You guys need to clean up your language over here. The Steam forums are better spoken than the Redditors. Oh god, no, it's got me doing it. Mods Overlord. Well, the gaming community spoke, so keep attacking people online with all your wokeness. Glittering Plenty writes a wall of text I'm not gonna read saying the game was bad. Evolved Potato. You literally didn't play it, LaMayo. You're the definition of a concern troll. You come here LARPing about being pro-LGHD TV. Post history says otherwise. And again, you haven't actually touched the game. Level design sucked. This might actually be the most clear-cut demonstration that you didn't play it. Everyone who played it agreed this was the strongest part of the game. Just because it's the strongest part of something doesn't mean it's strong objectively. And yeah, plenty of people criticize the level design. It's not just him because he's anti-woke. Continue this thread? Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're moving on. Valker Wolf 89 defends his position. I don't like the game, so I'm anti-woke. You can't just accept it was just a bad game. Glad that garbage got shut down. Evolved has something more to say. You literally didn't play it though, Limfow. The core game itself was good. This was an extremely common take amongst those who played it and had a broad cross-section of different reviewers. You play gacha games and a fan of the heavily flawed Dragon's Dogma 2. The audacity! Oh man, this guy's got a lot of time on his hands now that Concord shut down. Valker Wolf 89. I don't have to play to see how bad it was. I watched people play it and it was just horrible. Yeah, I played Dragon's Dogma and gacha games. Guess what? They are still around and this game isn't. LOL. I love how you had to look at my profile to try to find something and still lost. Just take the L. Evolved Potato, who is upvoted now. He writes, you're the definition of a concern troll. I'm not the weirdo who goes out of their way to go to a sub of a game they apparently hate so much. It's actual freak behavior. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but calling people freaks is kind of an empty insult when you're doing it on Reddit. Continue this thread. Oh my god, these guys just don't leave it alone. You just walk away from your keyboard, guys. Oh my god, I can continue the thread. There's so much here, guys. Guys, no. Yaru Sinai writes, he isn't wrong though. If the game was fun and good, it would have survived. Sure, the marketing was kind of bad and the game as a whole looked bland, but the main problem was that the gameplay was super average with nothing special going on for it. Evolved Potato. This is so wrong. I can't even believe you thought this was a good comment. The instant it got announced, any potential player base was killed because the characters were ugly and it was revealed to be a hero shooter that costs money. It was DOA. It didn't even have a chance for people to try it and realize it was pretty good. An immense number of games that are quote unquote fun and good do horribly. Like it's just such a laughable claim to begin with. Whatever you say, bud. Now he's replying to the part where he said the gameplay was average. How? What metric are you using to base this on, especially given you haven't played it? Pretty much every game ever doesn't have anything quote unquote special about its gameplay. And sticks to standard abilities and controls people are familiar and comfortable with. This is the same. The reason why it was good gameplay is because it is executed well. It had a very good netcode and the mechanics were polished, so when playing the game, the gameplay felt good. Stop capitalizing random words. This is party of why CSGO is so satisfying as it feels polished. Goodbye, clown. Spoiler alert, it wasn't goodbye. He kept posting. Gorgeous Freeman replies, every game ever doesn't have anything special about its gameplay. That's it. You're there is no other explanation. Jesus Christ. Yarusinai, who got downvoted, says, why so aggressive? Don't take it out on me. I didn't shut the game down. And I do agree that the huge upfront cost combined with the poor marketing was probably the biggest reason it did so poorly. But I've seen other people play it and the gameplay just didn't look like it was really all that fun to play for longer amounts of time. Unlike some other hero shooters available. I don't play Overwatch anymore, but it has a flow to it, for example, that keeps it popular to this day, even though some very poor decisions on Blizzard's part, and Concord never looked like it has that. But yes, I haven't played it. I just watched some of it. So IDK. Volker Wolf. Cool story. I will go play games that are still up and running. You keep defending a literal dead game, lol. Oh my god, that was one of 3 threads. God help me. Well, okay. Oh, thank God that one. There's nothing there. All right, we're gonna scroll down a little bit. The original comment was the game is bad, and somebody replies to that. Lapa says, how to piss off a whole of 7 people in 5 words or less. God, Redditors swear so much. It just comes across as impotent. Just write what you have to say without swearing. Puzzled Poetry says, if only the It had cool looking characters with no pronouns in their profile, I could see a player base for Concord. He said everything looked generic, but it could have been improved over time. What was not improved even after the first critics arrived is removing politics and LGHD TV plus messaging everywhere. Gamers told you that wasn't good, and yet the development continued in that path, hence the total failure. As an example not so far away, look at Sonic the Movie. First critics shitted on the character design so hard that they changed it to look good, and now they're going to release the 3rd movie. If they hadn't changed the original Sonic model, it was going to fail hard too. I hope the devs get a new job quick. They deserve it. The game didn't have bugs and was completely playable on release. Most games nowadays can't do that right. Puzzled Poetry was upvoted for this post. Dabby, who was downvoted, says, lol, the game didn't fail because of diversity. Get a grip. Puzzled Poetry. Why do you think it failed then? King, a new poster who was downvoted for this, writes, literally, the most popular games on Earth lean much harder into LGHT-TV representation and diversity. There are trans and non-binary couples casually discussing their sex lives mid-match in Apex Legends. There are multiple homosexual marriages in games like League and Overwatch. The weird go woke, go broke crowd didn't cause the situation. It's mostly marketing, timing, the price point, and the reveal. Insomnia replies to that and says, and yet I never noticed any of it. But I noticed this stuff right away. Why is that? King replies, says, bias? You damn near answered that one yourself. Oh my god, Redditors reply without wall of text challenge. Nintendo writes, when is Darwinism going to get you pronoun complainers? Oh god, if I click on this guy's profile, I bet you I'll see a wall of our atheism posts. Caffey and Fadia says, typical social media cops and armchair activists. Pretends to be righteous on the internet to earn good guy points, but is actually a huge piece of turd when they show their true colors. Nintendo replies, bro, shut the capital F up. You are the guys that bash and spew hate on people that have their preferred pronouns on their profiles because they're comfortable with who they are and it drives you crazy and to a boiling point. The world would be better without you. Plain and simple, and I won't be sugarcoating it. Puzzled Poetry says, I didn't complain. I really don't care at all. I'm talking about the majority of gamers who are heterosexual males that don't want to play a gay game. By continuing to push LGHD TV agenda, the game alienated, I estimate, 90% of the possible player base. You can say, we don't want these toxic gamers here, and that's fine. You didn't get any toxic gamers in Concord, and so you barely got any players at all. Nintendard. Can't go one sentence without saying the F word. Who gives a solid if a majority of gamers are hetero? Everyone, regardless of gender, uses pronouns and has a sexuality. Whether it conforms to your specific identity and you feel alienated about it is just kind of pathetic, honestly. You don't hear LGHD TV people bitch and moan about every last pro tag in the last 4 decades. Be straight. Okay, public service announcement. Swearing, saying the F word every sentence makes you neither cool nor right. Maybe when this guy turns 18, he'll figure that out. Oh my god, the amount of crap I have to wade through here that's just boring and not interesting is amazing. No Brilliant 3028 posts, it will not be missed. Sebastian replies, why are you on this sub then? To just hate on the game? XD, you didn't like it, then move on. Happy face. Apex Wingman, nah, cause it's fun to see when a idea crashes and burns. Most of us are just warming our hands on the dumpster fire. Sebastian, what a fun life you guys have with a sarcastic, full teeth happy emoji. Carrot Business 6255 writes, thank you everyone for the fun I had playing. Oh, very wholesome. There's no wholesome stickers to farm here though, bud. And he got downvoted. All right, new thread. I think we milked that one dry. Here's pretty much the exact same thread. Shop Cart Ricky posts, it was fun, free gunners, and then the error message. Sort comments by controversial. Old Smell writes, farewell, fellow free gunners, heart. OP replies, farewell, and whoever downvoted you is a dick. And he was downvoted. Red Pill Tears writes, such a dope game. Seeing people have so much vitriol for this even after it's gone just screams mental illness LeMayo. This game really got over by a culture war, and the sad part is it wasn't trying to be in that war at all. Just had too many black and fat characters for some people's emotions. Oh, that's funny. that's funny. Renai posts a laughing emoji and was upvoted for it. The Great Skiz, who was downvoted, writes, well, you have been brigading this game online the last few months. I have started grad school at a really competitive accounting program and have been training for cycling 10 to 15 hours a week. This is in addition to a good full-time job. Just wanted to remind you what you could be doing with your time if you weren't such a loser, winking face. Yes, this is what I came here for. Runo Bobby asks, is this a copy pasta? Lol. Repeat Economy writes, this is why this subs sucks, because it's just a bunch of trolls who want things to fail. hell. Boba the Hacker writes, don't you get it? It was so woke. The game failed because of the Wokies /s. I just want to note that they posted this after the servers shut down. It's a forum for a game that doesn't exist. He's complaining that the forum sucks. Why are you even here? Why am I even here, actually? Oh my God, I hate being here. I hate this site so much. I want to get off as soon as possible. The Builder 80 writes, looking forward to the sub being deleted, and he was upvoted. Shopcart Ricky the OP writes, sounds like mental illness on your part, sticking around to watch something you hate. You hear that, chuds? You're mentally ill. Hi, I am Jeff. Should copy paste this to the Steam forums and get some gestures for it, writes, it was a great ride. I was playing right up to the end, and then my limited edition controller arrived. Bittersweet, as it were. Free Gunner for life. Okay, the grad school comment was a copy pasta. Or it was genuine the first time, and then somebody copied and pasted it because they thought it was funny, and it was copy pasta. So it is now a copy pasta. So congrats whoever posted this first. You did it. You made it. Starbucks. Sony learned a valuable lesson. Don't add wokeness to their games. The OP replies, I just learned how insecure you are. Got him. Oh, here we go. This one looks like a good bait wall of text. Sword Gun Science Magic writes, today I played some matches, and then it hit me. I might never play Concord again. It saddened me. I shed a tear. Jabali will likely never again triple floaty strafe jump. Full auto firing is tracking LMG, finishing off his foes with a cheeky R1 Hadouken. Duchess won't trick any more foes with wall shenanigans or wipe a whole team with her AoE weakness debuff. No more Roka 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 after an especially daring kill streak. No more rattling gatling. Oh my God, I can't. Nope, I can't. Let's just I can't do it. No new heroes, no new maps, no more Concord. All its potential presumably gone, written off. No more Firewalk either. It feels wrong. It makes me sad. Mia is my name writes, please go outside. Oh my God. It's good advice. All right, last thread, and then I just don't get paid enough to go any farther than this. Super Shape 123 says, steal his look, and post this picture with a bunch of Amazon links so you can look like whoever this is. What is this right here? Look at that poopa. Oh, okay. Well, sort by controversial, of course. Zelda Love writes, terrible character design. Thanks goodness it'll be forget about soon. Retro Vista writes, you could just stop coming to the subreddit if you hate the game so much. Icy Zookeeper Game 1970 writes, if you like it, go enjoy it and post about it and have fun. No hate, but this game is way too easy to make fun of. I think y'all should just embrace it. You gotta admit the design choices aren't for everyone. They're begging to be made fun of. And then someone's comment was deleted, and a Jenny! Concord Game Mod Team writes, toxic negativity will not be tolerated and troll posts will get deleted. He does it for free. All right, well, with a Jenny coming down to ruin everybody's fun, I think I'm gonna end the video there and get out of Reddit and, I don't know, go take some extra male vitality or something. I feel the estrogen coursing through my veins. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.